Hi guys, today I am sharing with you my technique for stacking lashes. So if you want to see how I create my lashes, then stick around and let's do some makeup. All right guys, let's talk lashes today. So I have a very specific way that I do my lashes, and it's pretty standard, I think, for how most drag queens do their lashes. It's just stacking them up. I have a way that I like to do mine. I also don't use the big 301 lashes that a lot of drag queens use. I have found these Ardell 253s. They're the same exact type of lash as a 301. They're just not as long. So for me, because I don't always block my brows out and then paint them up real high, I don't need super long lashes. If my lashes get too long with the type of makeup that I do, they'll just cover up my entire eyelid. So I like to work with a little bit of a shorter lash, but I still stack them up. So to stack these, what you're going to need is 2 sets of lashes. You're going to need some eyelash adhesive. I use the dark tone. I use the dark tone because I feel like it adds an extra layer of dimension and color around the eye, but sometimes I almost feel like, yes, it dries dark, but then it makes the lashes look dirtier faster. So I kind of go back and forth between using dark and using one that dries clear. So I think for you, it's just personal preference, but for today, I'm using the dark one. You're gonna need a small pair of scissors, and then you're going to need an eyelash curler and some mascara. So the first thing that we need to do is actually create the lashes. So you also need some tweezers. So I'm going to pull off 2 sets of lashes, and you want to make sure that you're using the same side. So you want to make sure that you're stacking up 2 rights and you're stacking up 2 lefts. And then for these specific lashes, and let me say these specific lashes. So these are the lashes that work for me. I don't think that there is an actual lash that's like perfect for a specific look. You really just have to play around. I mean, I've been doing this for over 20 years, and it's taken me almost that long to find the perfect set of lashes for me. Yes, there have been some that have looked great, some that have not looked so great, but ones that I feel like I could use these for any look, that's what I'm doing today. So my suggestion is to just play around with a bunch of different lashes, stack them up. The only thing that I would say you want to watch out for is you don't want to get 2 sets of lashes where they're just solid from edge to edge, because then you're just going to have a big wall. What I like to do is take these sort of separated pointy ones. I like to stack those up because the points kind of intermingle and it gives you separation and texture, which I really like. Okay, so there's 9 points on these lashes. I know from experience that I need to take the last one off to fit my eye. So what you want to do when you get your lashes is you want to measure them out on your eye, and you want to make sure that they don't do this. Your outside corner should never be lower than your inside corner. So I know that I need to take off this last little piece here so that they're not too big and they don't look droopy on the outside corners of my eyes. So I'm just going to come in between those 2 clusters and snip the ends off of each one. And then I'm going to cut one of them in half. So now we've got 8. We have 8 little clusters here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 in, and I'm going to cut this one in half. Now it's going to get stacked up onto these lashes. But what I do is I also cut these in half. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to set the inside one down for now. And we're going to take this outside corner of the lash, this outside corner of the lash, and put it on top of that one. And then the inside corner of the other lash goes right on top of that one. So these get all stacked up. So you've got 3 pairs that are going to sit on the outside, and then you've got this one pair that acts as like a bridge to complete the set. But on the inside corner of the eye, where it gets a little shorter, it's not going to completely block off the eye. And that's why I like to do it this way. You can actually make the length on the outside a little bit longer. I'm just going to pull these apart. This is going to be kind of tricky for me to show you like this, but to increase the length, take your bottom lash and then you take one of your top lashes that you've cut in half, and it's going to go slightly down from the band, and it creates more length. And because when you do it like this and you set it out a little bit, it forces the lashes to curl a little bit more. So you can see how the band is actually just maybe like a 1/16 of an inch down from the band, but that will show. So to cover that up, you take the other half of the top lash, and that goes lined up with the edge of the bottom lash. So if I put it on like this, and I stack it right up, then it covers up the middle lash and you don't see it. It keeps focusing on my face. So if you guys can see that middle lash that's been extended out, it's now hidden. So when you blink your eyes, it won't show. So now that these are all stuck together with the adhesive, they're in place. So now I can just glue them onto my eye, and then once they're glued onto the eye, they'll stay stuck like that. But again, I find that if you try to what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying, so I'm gonna trim my nose hair. I find that if you try to glue them together as individuals and then glue them onto your eye, it just gets really messy and the eyelash glue gets everywhere, and then you can actually see it on the base of the lashes. Then I like to take my adhesive and I put a little bit of that just on the band here. Now to apply the lashes, you're going to need an eyelash curler. I'm using Max Eyelash Curler, and we're going to hold the eyelashes in the curler for about a count of 10. Then I take my mascara and I prep my lashes for the false ones, and I come underneath and I hit the base, I wiggle back and forth, and then I sweep out, and that puts most of the product at the base of the lashes. And then I like to come in on the top and I get the tops too. So we're just trying to create as much depth and darkness as we can on the lashes so you can't read where the false lashes stop and start. And then we're going to come in on the bottom. And I like to go back and forth. And then I turn the wand vertically and I go back and forth again. I'm going to pop on the outside lash first. We're going to line it up with the outside corner of the eye, but we're not going to angle it down. We're going to slightly angle it up to get more lift on the outside corner. And by cutting the lashes in half, it makes them a lot easier to work with because there's less tension. Now we're going to take the inside guy and we're going to butt that right up to the outside corner lash. And this also gives us a nice little break in the lashes. And then another little trick that I like to do, if you remember those little pieces that we cut off from the very beginning, I save those and I pop a little bit of adhesive, just a tiny bit, and then this is going to get put on right where the two lashes kind of meet each other. But I want to make sure that I'm not joining the two lashes together because I don't want them to stick together, the two bands. I want to put this on the edge of the inside corner band. So I kind of find where that seam is, and then I just lay this down just on the inside of the seam. And it gives me a nice little point and break in the lashes, so it kind of breaks them up a little bit. Just finished doing the other lashes. I popped those on. So here they are, finished, stacked, ready to slay. But no, this is how I do my lashes, and you can do whatever you want. Just make it look interesting, fresh, and modern. And I did that with the Ardell 253 lashes, pair of tweezers, pair of scissors, eyelash adhesive, mascara, and an eyelash curler. So if you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those downstairs. Have some fun with it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.